Here I am. Anyway, I don't know how the signal is going to be this week. Hopefully, it's not too buffery because there is in front of me. Well, I'll just show you. There's no one attending it yet. But last few years, when this whole big structure has been up, um, I'm not even sure it's the same one. But yeah, it affects the signal. So, just going to hang around a second for some people to hello. You're right, bless you. Okay, so I just came from church. I just walked in. Hi, Baron. Hi, Dragon. Um, yeah. So what we were discussing, or no, what was being preached in church? Thank goodness, was Remembrance Sunday. They already had a specific service for it, but I just did a short video with JC about it. But briefly, like the imagery was all out of all of the pain and suffering, in the fields of Flanders with all the, hi Victoria, all of those, hi Mohammed, no, Baron, I go to an Anglican church, guten Tag, threshing floor. So either way, the imagery was that of all those crucifixes with, the thing that touched me was that even though there are unknown soldiers, they are known to God. And among those crucifix, like markers for the graves, there were poppies, and they sprung up like a sign of life in among the suffering. And Christ, from his suffering, life eternal. I mean, he had it when he was alive the first time, obviously, but the imagery, it just really moved me. Like I really did enjoy that, and that's possibly because there was some weird Marxist sounding stuff last week. Oh, Tickery 12. Hi, Andrew. God bless your timekeeping skills. Hello, Rodney. So, Hickory. Yeah, it's all right. I'll show you in a minute. I'm just like marshalling my patience and peace and gentleness and goodness and faith and love and joy and self-control. Let's not forget that, because that can get you into trouble. So, yeah, I'm just having a little sit down and finishing my coffee. But yeah, it's going all right. Big T got punched in the face. I don't know if anyone knows who that is. Big Tantrum. Someone said that, made me laugh. He's the Shia guy. He's usually just sort of a big group around him. So that's the first bit of buffering out of the way. Obviously, when the videos are processed by YouTube, there'll just be a gap. But I'm quite conscious now of looking at the thing that says live. So hopefully I won't be in the middle of saying something and then, I'll just pause myself. So, do you have any questions? Because I would love to just sit for a minute and like chill out, because I've had a pretty distressing few days / year. So, I think that's what moved me as well. Plans for what? Threshing floor? Yeah. So, I think because of the bereavements I've had, like it was just nice imagery to think that God, even if you haven't been able to say your goodbyes or your, threshing floor, the pipeline you speak of, I'm going to come to you, Baron. Remind me that. Angelicans, I love it. Yes, there were plans to share with you ways of writing to members of the persecuted church globally, and I still haven't forgotten that. I put a community post up a couple of days asking who's in. God bless everybody who said I am, or I am in, or yay, or however you responded positively. And I haven't forgotten about that, and I downloaded the information. But I think maybe I'll do a short vid because it's quite hefty, like instructions and stuff. And then I have the addresses and all of the good stuff. And I think for this organisation, it's just snail mail, which might be quite nice. It'll cost you like a stamp each time, but get with the program. Like it's cheaper than a coffee, essentially. Unless you live somewhere where there's extortionate Marxist pricing, maybe Canada or somewhere. I don't know. What was the other question? Anglicans. Do Anglicans believe in the saints? Not believe in, but yes, Anglicans believe that. Hi, Lord Raven. Anglicans believe that we are all saints, in as much as Paul writes to the saints at Ephesus. Like, obviously, there was no pope to canonize those people; they were still living, also, crucially. But yes, yes. In a nutshell, yes. No praying to them, but that's a given. So in answer, yes. I think you probably maybe mean communion of the saints and stuff, and I'd have to look the 39 articles. Hold on, into any search engine of your choice. Um, hopefully one that doesn't track you and your activity. Then you will find what Anglicans believe. And Anglicanism is basically the Church of England. It's called Anglo-Catholic, like more properly, but it's not Roman Catholic at all, because one of the articles of faith is that purgatory is a fiction, etc. So I hope that answers you. Any more questions before I have to go into the madness? I haven't properly said my prayers yet. Maybe I'll do it with you all. Very welcome. Hi, Jordan. What time to call this? I'm joking. Well, she calls it a whole lot of hours before it really is. She's a time traveler. So yeah, questions, please, because then I can finish the coffee that I keep mentioning but not picking up and drinking. But yeah, there's quite a few people there. Bob's here, shouting at camera. Hattoon is here. Haven't seen Paperboy. Excellent. Well done, Jordan. Good answer. Yes, Fresh and Fly. I spoke to him, I think yesterday, the day before, or both, even. Yeah, Bob and I speak outside of work, as it were. Thank you so much, Victoria. I could do with some because, yeah, haven't had an easy couple of days, but my own doing. So, yeah. There's still a blessing somewhere. I'm just struggling to remember that that's what the promise is. So, yay. Andrew, I haven't heard that at all. I've been in church, and then I came. I won't say straight here because I went and had a brunch, but yeah. So I haven't heard of that, unfortunately, and I hope everybody, like, I hope there's not many fatalities or casualties, but most probably if it's anything largely peaceful, then potentially there is. I don't know what's going on with the world. I do. It's under the grip of wickedness, or the sway of evil, more correctly. But I got something for you, a little pearl, and it came to me in quite a distressing conversation that I was having. But I spoke about it with Bloodfire this morning. Hang on. So this devil made me do it kind of thing. I think that the Bible is explicit in that we, in and of ourselves, are sinful. Even after grace is extended to us, we are to take captive our thoughts, etc. And Paul is clearly Haikisha. Paul clearly states that we have still got sin in us. And therefore I think that, you know, I don't need any help whatsoever in committing my own sins. I don't know about you people, but I'm all right. I'm good to go, as it were. And I think more than having to do something to sin, because of course we know that sin could start in the heart or in the mind, what I think is that if we are not doing something, it's our default position. And then, you'll like this bit, then Satan comes and whispers, are you sure you're saved? Are you sure you're a good person? Are you sure you even know Jesus? That kind of thing. Because Satan doesn't know our hearts and our minds. That is Yahweh, you know, the triune God's, like, that's his remit only, says the Bible. Oh, Yahweh alone. Search it. How's it going? Yeah, it is always lurking. And if you think back to Cain, even, God says sin is crouching at your door. Like, he didn't even have a door, let's be honest. Like, he didn't even have, you know, he was like the third person ever to have lived on the planet. But sin was lurking, and it was waiting, and it was the door, I imagine. I mean, the door of the heart is well-known imagery. So it's got to be in you to be let loose, as it were. Yes, how's it going? Sin always does seek an opportunity, but so do I. To be quite, not always, that's fibbing. But and some things it's very easy to, like, it's not always cut and dry. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not sitting in a prison saying, oh, I'm innocent. No, with all the other innocent people. But what I'm saying is, if we, I mean, Paul does detach it from ourselves, but he acknowledges that it's in us. He says, therefore, I conclude I do what I don't want to do, and I don't do what I do want to do, and therefore I conclude it's not me, but the sin in me. And for those of our brothers and sisters who believe that baptism is the remission of original sin, like, why would we be still sinning just out of choice? Doesn't seem, doesn't really cut it for me theologically. I just shook my own phone I got excited for a minute. But yeah, it was such a relief, because if they'd have all been levitating around, walking on water, performing miracles, casting out demons, highest of it, like, it's a bit off-putting when you're just like sitting there lusting or out gambling, or I don't know, you know what I mean, like being angry. Cheers, Mohammed. I've been blessed already, but I know what you're saying. It's true. Like, it is true. There's I've got a ladybug on me. Hold on, let me show you. I had a squirrel on me this morning, but there you go. Where I live, they are, oh, it's gone now. They are obsessed with my window. Like, I get like 5, 6 of them, and if I leave the window open, they're just in like Flynn. They don't business. They're just boom, hi, like. I mean, it's nice to be popular. Don't get me wrong. Kisha, well done. I'm not sure I trust cats. I like cats, but I don't think they've quite forgotten that they were worshipped in Egypt. Like, I think they're kind of looking around for minions, like skivvies, like human servants. Whereas dogs are just happy to see you. Like, and they, you know, cats look like they're plotting something, if you ask me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I say, I like them, but I'm just not fully on board with their trustability. But yeah, I don't mind them. It's just the way they're your absolute best mate ever, and then as soon as the kitty cat is on the floor, they're just showing you the backside. They're like, yeah, later's witch. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get this. Oh my gosh, I feel like a donkey. Like, I'm not even going camping, and I've got a bag that would rival my own mother's, and she carries about some just in cases that you know, like a Bunsen burner, flares. I'm only joking, but it might as well be. Oh, jeez, Louise. Right. Oh, right, let's try and get packed up like a donkey. Yes, they are. My dog that I had years ago, bless him, love that little kid. He sometimes dogs are the best confidants. Like, he was with me through some, when I say dark times, I'm not going to go into it, but they were dark. And he was just always there, like, always loving me, always keeping busy. Watcher. Oh my gosh, what's the matter with you? He's been hypnotised, everyone. He's by that time, I know, I haven't been well for about a month. I haven't been eating. But listen, I'm getting my Christmas body ready. It's all right. I've got room for the mince pies now. Yes. Thank you, my love. What are you saying? I didn't look all right before? I'm only kidding you, Charles. Charles, why are you making out to be so genteel?
I am genteel.
Sure thing.
Meek and mild.
Of course you are.
Like your Jesus.
Hey, listen. I'd say what I want to say, but there's people watching. You weren't expecting that one. Oh, you might have been, because you know me. Right, let's go and see if we can rattle a few cages. Oh, let me turn the doodah around, and then you can see where we're going. Right, so this big space, apparently no one likes this space. They like to be jammed in like it's going out of fashion. So let's have a little watcher. There's June, everyone. Pavlov. He is. Oh, listen for shouting. Look for trouble. I don't know. He ain't been chucked out, has he? I don't know, because I just see Afro.
You missed
no, it ain't him.
drama, big up.
That's what I heard. I was just telling him.
Yeah, you can see, dude.
He loves a rare. I've seen him rolling around.
Of a circle, and then a guy bursts in the circle, throws a punch in his face, and just runs for it.
That's an F word.
Just ran for it.
No, you missed someone.
Hang on, let me film you the other way. Chop, do you mean? What? It's still on your shoulders, though. Try to, with
Yeah,
what?
he was talking to.
With a karate chop?
He was talking to Hatu, and he got dragged out. And then I was like watching, and he said, "Oh, oh, I know you. I've seen your video. I'm going to chop your head off too.
Look at this
I'm
guy.
like,
This is so cool.
I know, it's lovely. But I bet there weren't old Bill anywhere near. But is it on camera?
checked him out.
Oh, good. But is it on camera?
I think so.
His face
Well,
is awesome.
threats to kill is always a good one.
His face is on there.
Can't really live with your heads on the floor unless your body's attached.
He was hired by the Christians, though.
No, of
100%.
course, of course. We're known for it. Known for it. Right, let's look for Bloodfire then. If I see him, what do you want me to tell him? You're looking for him. He ain't over. He's not over there, by the way, because I just came. Unless he's at the front. Right, let me just keep wandering. See you later. Right. Charles loves me. Why? I'm looking sexy today, everyone. It's official. Charles said so. No, well, I don't mind them, but I don't want to get sexy with them. Oh, stop looking at my backside, you fish. Right. Okay, that's odd. I would have said hello to Hashim, but I think he's going to blank me. Don't worry about him. Mohammed is an atheist. I'm getting stalked.
Jesus had a good night.
Huh?
When's the last time Jesus
Don't
had...
lick your lips at me.
I'm looking at Jesus. When did Jesus have a good night?
Every night.
Oh, yeah.
Every night, because he was holy.
Oh,
He was goodness.
boring.
Yeah? Hello. Nice to meet you. Tony? Oh, excellent. Welcome. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Look at him concerned. His absolute moral stance. Charles, don't start on him. He's a visitor. Don't start your nonsense.
Are you a visitor?
Don't start your
Where from?
nonsense.
Nigeria? Can you tell me about
Oh,
No.
the man's come to see me. He's got jealous.
When's the last time Jesus...
Every day.
Every minute.
Thank
Every
you.
minute?
Yeah, every minute, every
When you get saved, there's going to be party.
every split second, every split second.
Exactly.
It's always a good time with Jesus.
Always a good time with Jesus.
Every split
Stop
second.
repeating him like you're on a pantomime stage.
What kind of good time? Because everyone's got a different kind of good time.
The morally perfect
No, I'm
good
asking him.
time.
I'm
And I've
asking
just told you.
Yeah.
Are you his ventriloquist?
I'm his sister.
Yeah, this is like sister.
Charles, leave the man alone. I'm telling you, bro. I ain't said my prayers yet, so I'm still good to go. You want to do this?
Okay, how you doing?
Such a fish. He's come to talk to me. I'm doing very well. Everyone, this is Tony.
What happened to you now? You got my next one.
He does.
It's fine, it's fine.
You asked him once, he deflected that.
I can't.
Do you know what? If I just blasted you right in the chops,
So how you
That would be
doing?
I'm doing
violent.
very well, thank you.
I love
Right, shall we stroll, Tony? Because Charles is just... Is it? What, strolling? Charles! Repent! Repent! He's getting his backside out. I'm doing very well. Obviously, the spirit of Antichrist is following
I'm
me.
encouraged by your work, and I pray for you. I pray for Sister Hetone. I pray for God
I'd be too scared. I promise God, so I'm in it to win it.
And because it's a promise to God, God will never leave you.
God has fulfilled his promises to me in
Yes,
ways that I couldn't even, I couldn't even put them into
I watched you once and you said your father is an artist. Yes, to tell you I watch you constantly. Your father is an artist, and by his grace, we bring him to Christ.
I'm doing my best, but I think maybe stepping back as Charles should is the way that I'm going to do it. He's so shy, everybody, Charles. He just loves Christians because he knows the truth is in us.
Yes, okay, God will be with you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
He is. I'll see you around. Come for some food and a drink with us afterwards, me and JC. It's not long when it gets dark. Bye now, Charles. But, sorry, not you, lovey. Sorry. No, I'm filming myself. Everyone gets very excited because there's a camera in Speaker's Corner. Oh, my. Who's we? What, are you schizo? He's following me. I might as well just do him quickly. Look, now he's playing hard to get. But I'm going to stroll. You keep stalking. Anyway.
I'm not harassing. I'm just serious
I
question.
said stalking.
Yeah, stalking more than harassing. You're a sinner, right?
I'm a what?
Are you a sinner?
Yeah, everyone is.
And
Pay attention, Charles.
yeah.
Yes, sinner,
so
yes.
You're a sinner because I am not a sinner.
You're sinning right now. You just told me I'm sexy and tried to show me your backside.
No, he said to burn it, put on fire.
Oh, do it what?
Because he has sinned, so he wants you to put his backside on fire.
Is it? Okay, I can do that.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It's on the camera.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's
On camera or off camera?
Off camera, man.
Off camera. You want it off
Under the
camera?
negotiations going on. Either way, talk to me. You're sinless, are you?
I am sin. I'm without sin.
Is it?
Yeah.
You just don't know what sin is.
No, he
How
knows.
about that?
He knows.
Who are you, a spokesperson? He don't know.
He knows.
He don't know.
I just know. He does.
If you knew, you'd know that you are with sin. You never stole nothing.
No, he knows.
You never
because,
trust
you know-
someone. Hang on, let me ask him some questions, bro. You never stole nothing, even a tiny little thing from school. Nothing. Not a pen, not a
No,
pencil.
I tell you, when I play sin.
Brother,
when I play
can I
sin,
please ask the atheist about
No,
what
he's
he
not
knows
an
about?
atheist.
He
He's a
is.
believer.
He's not.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
But you
know him
didn't tell
very
me that.
well. Because he's
Because
a
you
liar.
sin. You sin.
Of course,
Atheists
everyone
don't sin.
sins. Everyone sins.
Atheists don't sin. No, you're no more Christian.
I don't sin
so
now.
you're like open sinner. You just
No, he said he's sinless. I was trying to get to the bottom of it, but we're having a
I
freeway.
don't subscribe to their book.
No way.
If I did, then I would sin.
So
No.
now you're free. You're open.
Sin is transgression of the law, whether you are under the covenant
But
or
he doesn't
not.
believe in the covenant.
Whether you're under the covenant or not.
Oh.
All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, says the Bible. Well, you're included in the all.
don't.
Charles, I'm strolling because you're getting on my lils. I'll touch you in a minute. Oh, sinless now, sinless. Him, Isak, and Alumba, everybody. There he is behind me, having a brag with a one-man audience. It's John, Pastor John, JC.
Hello.
Hey! I'm coming. Right, let's have a butcher's. Mohammed Hijab, still going to blank me. Well, he's in the middle of something. I was going to say with a short guy, but it's not. It's with a regular sized guy. I'll show you. Yeah. There you go, that's enough of him. I ain't getting arm ache for nothing. Manny Cinder. Do you mean Banksy? I don't think I know who. I don't. Tell me, Open Secrets. What's he look like? All right, Josh, do you mind? I'm going to come and... It's Josh, everybody.
Okay.
This is my communist friend.
Communist. Yeah.
Christian. Open communist. Exactly. Walk into a bar and get knocked out.
Walk into a bar. Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. Right. What you're discussing? Bible stuff?
About ladies.
Karl Marx. About ladies. Don't try and embarrass me away because I'm a...
Even God cannot help us with ladies. He has God.
Not you,
to
babe.
help.
No. You don't believe in him. You can't get help.
We cannot.
You can't get help from somewhere that you don't know who's...
Yeah. Shall we say hello to our friend
Hello.
Jadran?
If you like.
Jadran.
Watch it, Jay.
Jadran.
Yeah, it does.
Look him in the eye.
All the best, Jadran.
He might be here soon.
No. I talked to him
Oh, you talked to
earlier.
him.
Yeah.
Besties now. See the little blood tie from the tiny country that we won't mention. Right, I'm gonna.
I will.
Yeah, today.
I don't know.
Ah! See what I mean? You can't force them. You can't kidnap them. You can't murder them and bury them in the garden. Well, I mean, you can, but you wouldn't be saying it on a live stream. Sure. Who's in the middle of this scrum? Oh, don't know them. It seems fascinating. A lot of people around. Right, let's see if we can... I don't think no one's going to debate me somewhere. I could go over to Yaya. Okay, Open Secrets. If we see him again, you hit me up with the info. My gosh, getting excited for a change. Bless him. God bless him. Right, what we do, if we do, sorry, lovey, if we do another couple of laps and we don't see anyone who looks like they need a bit of Jesus, well, everyone. What are you, right, babes? Then we shall, maybe I'll just do a little monologue for a change. Can't see Bob, listen to him for 30.2 seconds, because I've got to moderate this again.
Those that want to see
Yeah, he's right next to me.
in public
Yeah, I'll show you.
about the differences between Christians, you have failed in your discipleship because you are exactly doing the opposite of what the apostles
Right, someone count to
tell you
30 and
do,
we're out of here.
which is to keep your dirty laundry
High
out of
react,
public
SD.
view. There are different
Sounds like a memory
ways
card,
of
bless you.
serving Christ. Not
Someone in the
everyone
chat's
has to
called
be the
SD.
same. Not everyone does the same. We
Amen.
can all serve Christ in different ways.
Boom.
And it is
Parts
about
of the body.
respecting one another.
No point in the
and
eye saying to the
respecting
ear.
one another's
I'm getting out of the way,
service.
someone's giving me vibes because I'm heckling. I can't do it. Let me put that down a minute. I might go and chat with Josh, actually. Let me just put my coffee cup down and sort my barnet out because why? Why, Jesus? Why did it happen to me? He's standing there bold as brass, stay away from Islam. You right, David? He ain't got no shame. He got whooped by CP. It was the worst car crash thing I've ever watched. I kept stopping it, starting it. I was sort of half crying, half laughing. I thought the end times had come. When Ali Dawa seems like the sensible one, you think to yourself, like start looking at the clouds. But yeah, he's just standing there like all authoritative, psychological pseudo-babble. Come back round to Josh. I don't know what happened there, the buffering. Let's come back round to Josh and see why I go on. I'm pointing this way, don't panic.
No, because she's filming.
No, I'm pointing. No, I wasn't filming you, I was filming me. Now I just changed it to go that way.
You are not filming.
Look, watch. I'm filming them, and now I'm filming me. And now I'm filming them. Not everything. I talk loud. What were you going to say? What's the secret?
No, because he said, oh, Peter, you need to become Christian immediately.
Yes.
I said, bro, you need to go with some lady. You will be in the heaven immediately. You will be with godness. This is...
See you and Karl Marx, man. What am I going to do with you people? Eating zoo animals in Marx, man. What am I going to do with you people? Eating zoo animals in Venezuela. Old enough not to answer that question.
You are my age.
How old are you?
44.
Ah. Yeah, I can't answer that question for legal purposes. Similar. I'm old enough to know better, but not to do it. Right.
You can teach me.
I'll teach you, but it'll be Jesus, not sexy time. But Josh and
Jesus the next life, please.
listen, you can't find heaven in bedrooms, ladies' boudoirs. So there is. Oh, I'm filming myself. Sorry. Right, there's Joseph and there's Josh rocking in the foreground. And there's another Jewish guy, and that's the Muslim guy who's always heckling me.
And you're born Jewish, you're still a member of the tribe, you're still a member of the people, and you can do it's from the Kaaba, you can do Teshuvah.
I don't know if you can hear them. Sorry for that.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Let's come around the other side. Let's get closer to them, if I can. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
And you can be a person of that people that rejects the religion and you still remain my brother. Jesus loves you completely. There are lots. He's going to say that you can't pour wine and things like that. And he's 100% correct.
Josh is going to burst in a minute, everyone. Step back.
If someone publicly doesn't keep the law, so they're going out, let's say they're driving on Shabbat.
Please. Look, if somebody come to you to ask you a question, talk to him about his question. If you have a question or you want to say something, you come to him and he'll listen to you. So now, because I came to you, you should listen to me.
Know what buttons you want to
So
press.
I take it that's the name of your belief.
Anyone? Does anyone want to listen to this?
We're speaking in English. And
Speak
we've
to me,
been
children.
influenced by the environment that we're living in. And other non-Jews have given us the label.
All right, then, just remorselessly heckle.
That's not a,
Thank you, Gas FM.
I got
Right,
you now.
anyone,
Maybe
do you want to listen to this?
Later you could.
It's a one for yes.
I want you to explain.
Anyone? Oh, you fudgers! Right, I'm coming away, sudgers. I gave you the option. You never listened. You never. Oh, sorry. There's a delay. It's pointing at me. My bestie, everyone. My other bestie. Whoa. With who? Oh, shiz. All right, I'm being called to. He won't. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I'm just on a rescue mission. He won't listen to me. He can talk to me.
It's about the name.
But he won't talk to me. So that's like I'm not there. Who's he, a Christian? Oh, everyone. Sorry, let me just show you my bestie. Look at him getting shot. Look, I don't want to be filmed with a phone in his hand. Right, let me try. I'll give it a go, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, I will. Right, let's have a try and help this guy. Oh, sorry everyone for the extreme close up on my face that ain't slept properly or is a bit.
Well, I know that you don't believe
Heckling. Sorry, right, I've got an earwig. Can you hear him? I can't hear him.
Good. So if Jesus has a God, when you say in the name of the Father, you're referring to a God and the Son. Who's the Son in that context? If Jesus has a God, is he God as well?
React SD, I will very soon. Well, I hope so. I did say to Bob, while I'm trying to listen to this debate, I did say to him I'm going to refute about 5 of your points of doctrine. But I won't direct them at him. Oh, there's a fight. Okay, hold on.
and you define essence equally.
You're not answering the question I'm asking.
No, it's because you're phrasing it in the place of
Okay, so let's ignore it.
So to give context to this,
I have
if we
no
look at
idea
the
what's
same
going
author
on.
in the same book, which is John, and then we look at John 12, verse 37 to 41.
Andrew, I'm lurking in case
John,
somebody needs help.
Why don't you hand it on the table?
Let's come back to me and see if I can. Now let me come and stand over there, Jason. Thank you.
John quotes Isaiah 6, which is the
Thanks,
famous
Armour of God. It's good to see you,
story
bro.
of witnessing, of Isaiah witnessing Yahweh and describing Yahweh.
Can you hear him? It'll be
It's
on
explicit in
SOCO.
the text of Isaiah 6.
Isaiah saw Yahweh.
Or vision of Yahweh. He describes Yahweh in some
But
way.
the Old Testament says no one can see God and live.
Not fully, yes, but to have a vision of, yes.
Okay, so,
See the
so wait
face.
a minute. Is
Yeah.
the vision the same as God?
The pre-incarnate.
Same as seeing God?
No, it's a vision.
I know, but
Pre-incarnate.
is seeing in vision and seeing in reality, is that the same thing or is that different?
The ultimate reality.
Yeah, we would say there is a distinction there. That's not the aim of what
Not
I'm saying.
acknowledging me one bit.
Let's
Wait,
pause
that's
that
not
because
what I'm saying.
we're not talking about Yahweh seeing
No,
God.
it's important because in John
Because
12,
then it
37 to
conflicts
41,
with the Bible.
It was your
12
question, Hashim.
I'm trying to 37 to 41, he quotes Isaiah
looked at
6
me.
and he says, Isaiah
didn't
spoke
answer.
these words because he saw
making it, I'm
Jesus'
not there.
glory and spoke of him. In other words,
Wait, who
John
saw
is
Jesus'
saying,
glory?
Isaiah.
Isaiah saw Jesus' glory.
Yes,
Where did he say that?
6:9.
yeah, that's Isaiah 6.
Tell me what he says.
This is John 12.
Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Mighty Counselor, Prince of Peace, Eternal Father,
You have a bit of a chorus going on.
King of Kings. Yeah, because it's a well-known verse.
What I'm saying though is that John 12 makes it explicit that he interprets that as Jesus.
It pleased
That's
God
the
to for the fullness of the Godhead to dwell in him bodily.
No,
Thanks, stay away from Islam. El Gibor, El Shaddai, Adonis,
You see how quickly you
Mighty
answer
God,
that?
King of Kings,
Wait.
Prince of Peace.
That's the Father of God.
Father is God.
So he does not have a
He
God.
calls Jesus God in Hebrews 1:8, just so you know.
Don't forget to read Hebrews 1:8.
I've read the whole of Hebrews on
In
YouTube.
1:9 he says, your God.
God bless you, Hashim. He spoke to me. He spoke to me. I'm so excited.
We agree with that.
So,
Yeah,
so you
that's
agree
right.
that Jesus is God?
Yeah, of course.
Jesus is
Do you
God.
agree with that?
Jesus was a man. He wasn't an atheist.
Okay, now let me ask JC the question. Does the Father have a God?
That's why I have a God.
The Father never became
So
incarnate.
all of them want to answer
The
this
Father,
question.
this is the
See how quickly they
answer.
answered?
I'm
Yes,
answering.
for
He
Jesus.
won't let me answer.
Because
The
yes,
for
Father
Jesus.
never became
They became-
incarnate, so
Exactly.
no, he had no
Also,
God.
Yes.
what about the Holy Spirit? Does he have a God?
The Spirit is never incarnate.
So unless you're incarnate, you don't
Yeah,
have a God.
Jesus came as an example,
What's
therefore he
incarnation?
showed us
Now
how to
let's-
pray to
what's
the Father.
Now let's deal with this. Before Jesus came to the earth,
His divine will is the same.
Okay, by the will of the Father or by his own will? Come on, Jay.
Well, you want me to answer?
Yeah.
His divine will is always in accordance with the Father. No, I haven't answered it yet. Let me get to you.
Yeah, go
He
on.
was sent by the Father. He was given the words to say. But at some point he says, I see what the Father does and I do.
I like the way you said sent by the Father.
Yes,
You know,
he
when
says,
when a boss,
the one who sent
when
me.
when a boss sends someone,
Yeah.
he's the boss.
They
The
are,
other
they
guy
are
is submitting to him.
All right,
Thank you
All right,
for telling me that he was a Muslim.
See,
Alhamdulillah.
bring your
He
t-shirt
submits to
over
God
here.
Almighty.
The fact is that in eternity,
Okay, anyway, please.
hang on, prior
You
to
know, that's why I don't like too many people interfering. Do you mind if I
No, but
continue
you
with
did
this?
ask me the question. Let me just finish and I promise I'll
thought
leave
you
you
did
alone.
already.
I promise I will leave you alone. There's a follow-up to your big
Promise you're going to leave me
showboating.
alone after this question.
Well, not forever, because you're loved by God.
I don't
But
want
the
you to leave
point
us
is,
forever. Come on.
excellent.
Not yet.
The point is that in eternity, before the incarnation, he is co-equal, he has co-power, co-authority.
Nowhere in the Bible it says that.
It does.
Where?
Yes, it does. I'll find you it
Oh,
when
you
I'm
find-
leaving you alone.
so you
Yes,
don't know
because I
now,
can't
but
use
you're
my
gonna
phone.
find out.
No, I know the Bible. I just don't know the reference.
I don't want the reference.
But
I
the
want
point
you
is,
to paraphrase it
the
for me.
point is, I just did,
Again?
didn't I? There is
can
no
describe
point.
the way it says it
I'll
quite
tell
clearly.
the microphone in a minute. When he's incarnate, he is subservient.
You know the first question I asked
Hi,
you?
Jesus Christ, it's living God. Right, let me get away from Hashim because I did promise. Oh, it's killing me. Sorry, it's not killing me. There's other things killing me. I live and I live eternally. Right, that was a bit cockney. What do you want to do, peeps? Who do you want to listen to? What nutter would you love me? No, I don't mean I'm not included in the list of nutters. Do you want to go and listen to John? Do you want to listen to Bob? Do you want to go and heckle a lumbar? Hello, Martin. You all right in Thailand over there? Tell me how warm it is again. No, don't. About what it must have been like to, be just post-Victorian era, quite frankly. Victoria reigned until 1901, and then like a short 13 years later, so Edwardian. There is a world war, and it's not even known as World War One, obviously, unless there's a big plan that we don't know about. No, Pence one, I'm afraid he's not here. I love this guy. He's so dedicated. I mean, there is, bless him, there's a couple of people listening, but either way. So yeah, these poor little boys, all men are little boys, no matter if they're 49, 50. The point is that they were just torn from their country by loyalty issues, by patriotism, by good things. I'm going to answer you in a minute, Troy. And they went off to fight to preserve our freedoms and also for the political machinations of elites and government. But the point is that they were not, I've got to blow my wipe my nose. They weren't a part of that. Sorry, someone's screaming like a banshee. Okay, just random. They went and they gave their lives and they were in the trenches and they were, eaten alive by rats, some of them. They were infested with fleas and ticks, and that trench warfare is no joke. Let me tell you, I've been to Ypres, which is in Belgium, and let me tell you that mud never comes out of your jeans, just in case you go. I was gutted, I love those jeans. But I do love my country also. And the way things are set up, nowadays women can serve their country, and I am serving a kingdom, obviously, right now. But yeah, think about that. Is it the right war I'm talking about? No, maybe. My great-grandmother, God bless her, one of my grandparents' siblings never came home from the war. And worse than that, he was confirmed missing in action, and he was never ever pronounced deceased. And he actually escaped from, I found out afterwards, I did some genealogical research, etc. He escaped a concentration camp out in the Middle East, and he, I believe that he was shot escaping for a second time. But my great-grandmother, seriously, God bless her, she carried around in her purse, and I've got it at home, her purse and this, She carried around his birth certificate, a tiny little version of it, and it was folded up in the zip compartment because she couldn't accept that he was dead, and she was plagued, like she had like waking nightmares, let alone sleeping ones, that he was somewhere and he couldn't remember who he was, and he'd been, you know, like, because of course there were many PTSD victims, you know, roaming the country, those who were blessed enough. I think I was 10 or 11 when that grandmother passed. No, I was 6, I just remembered. And my biggest bugbear was I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral. I was outraged. But she never gave up hope. I think that's maybe my point. She was faithful to the idea, and she basically like emptied us, you know, she was just a shell at sometimes if she had to talk about him. And his picture is still there in my nan's, and he's a young man and he's in khaki and it's a sepia print, and he just looks so full of life. And on this day we remember those who would give their lives for the safety and the betterment of their own people, their own families, their own countries. And what happened to him, he does have a marker. One of the markers that I visualised when the talk was going on in church, he does have a crucifix, and he does have his prison number and his name on it. And my nan was really blessed. Like I felt like I saw a weight lifted from her when I showed her that, when I did the research and I found him. I think it may have been out in Singapore. I'll have to look through the paperwork because I got a big family, let me tell you. And that's right, Leo. We should never forget, even while they're tearing down statues and creating slaves and going on about men can just chop their testicles off and pretend to be someone called Susan. Like, these kids don't know they're born. And this is why I think my grandparents' generation, like, they don't make people like that anymore, if you know what I mean. The fortitude and the strength and the ungrumbling acceptance and trust in the government still. Even I tell my nans and stuff, she trusts me, but she just can't get her head around, you know, that government's, like, she knows they're all shysters, but the big time agendas that are being brought in, you know, and with regards to faithfulness, like, I don't want to give too much of her info away, but she will continue to vote for the same political wing as my granddad did before he passed away, and she will do it regardless of what they come out and say, and they don't happen to be my political party. I love her more than I care for politics, so I do it anyway. But I love that woman. Like, when I say I love my nan, like you wouldn't believe. Like, she is the strongest woman I ever met in my life. You may think I'm full for it. You don't know. I would not want to, even now at the age she is, I wouldn't want her cross with me. I would shizzle like, I would be scared, and I would be hurt that I'd hurt her, quite frankly. So I don't know how we got onto my little nanny, but we did. And my other little nanny, the one who had the birth certificate and stuff. I just remember snuff. She liked snuff. I still got some boxes that are unopened. She used to bounce me on her knee and sing. This is when I knew I had OCD. I didn't know what it was called, but she used to sing this nursery rhyme, and at the end, I think she'd forgotten the words. She used to drink Guinness or stout, have her snuff. Years and years ago, when she was a younger woman than the sort of 86-year-old that I knew, or 85-year-old, they would have to go looking for her in the pubs and carry her home. Bless her. I got a photo of her and her sister, my great auntie, in a pub. It was in a newspaper. There was some, like, I don't know what it was about, but that's a blessing as well. And I have a photo of her when she was young, and maybe I'll show it to you one day. And she was just so beautiful and so carefree. And then there's a picture of her a few years later, 10 kids down. She's rocking the wrinkly tights and the old lady apron, even though she wasn't an old lady. Hi. how's
Going
John's
well.
Gospel getting on?
And I had a real encouragement with a Muslim came down from Manchester. He said, "You gave me John's Gospel 2 years ago. He's now got a Bible, and it's really special."
Excellent. Well, that's the thing that I've said before. It's not, you just plant the seed and you don't know when it'll come to fruition. You don't know who's going to hear it, or, you know, the Holy Spirit does the heart. We do a little bit of legwork, and then it's all like, I got at home. I got some stuff for you on John, and I think of you every time I think of John's Gospel. I think of you, and I got some stuff that you will like. It's from my theology, from my uni thing.
And because someone else came up from Brighton, all the way from Brighton, first time at Speaker's Corner, we've told him how to share his faith. He's got 4 John's Gospels to give away.
Excellent.
He just wants to share his faith, so that is getting really special.
That's it, edifying, isn't it? It's encouraging that it's not just howling at the moon, as it were. Like it's
Speaker's Corner. It's about a conversation, and then you're actually sharing the gospel.
Exactly. So even by like a second-hand account of it, you're still doing God's work.
Great. I must go. God bless.
God bless you. Come out for some food with us one week.
Okay, we'll do.
Excellent. That's Mark, everybody. He's lovely. He loves John. He loves John. What's happening, love? Why do you look miserable? What's happening?
Do I look miserable?
No, it's a mask. I can't tell. I can just see your eyeballs. Well, I thought someone had pissed. I thought someone had. I was about to go and.
No.
I was about to go Sister K. But yeah, it's getting dark soon, so everybody, I'll be like, well, I could take you to the pub, but I got copyright for the tune. So embarrassing, but it doesn't matter because I'm not monetized for not money. That's I'm not like a Joel Osteen or anyone. What I will say is, please pray that YouTube remember that even though they demonetized me without any strike and arbitrarily and didn't give me a reason 10 times over when I was back and forth asking them, it's like being arrested and charged, and then you go, what am I charged with? And they go, well, I would tell you, but police and everything. Yeah, they said typically within a month on the 4th when I reapplied, and it's now typically over a month. So I'd love it if you'd pray that they would pull their finger out. And George, there are links in the description, maybe not of this because it's a live stream, but any of my most recent vids. There's Patreon if you fancy a little regular chit chat, or there's PayPal. Oh, I think that's it. There used to be money. There used to be channel membership. Please God, there will be channel ties. I can't speak English, obviously, but yeah, hopefully that'll be back. And even so, my smaller channel, which is SOCO Films. This time it's personal, obviously. I was feeling quite ticked off when I named it. That has the required everything for monetization except for the subscribers. So if you could like just, I don't know, like I need another couple of hundred, and then I'll be able to maybe monetize that and leave the big one more freedom of speech orientated. LOL, she said about YouTube. Because they, as we all know, love a bit of free speech. Love it. And that is what I got accused of, is promoting hate or violence or something like that, because I put a video up of, well, I don't know the reason, but the video they removed was Muslims attacking themselves, literally boxing themselves, Shias, you know. Right, let's. I could read that, but I couldn't pronounce it all of a sudden. My brain froze. That's another thing. I'm not even going to say your name. Bless you, though, that we shouldn't take anything for granted. Not only is Jesus coming back, who knows when, but also this life is not our rest. Yeah, me too. I'm going to call you James, as in like a public school surname thing. Yeah, I like, I speak to a couple of those guys. I was supposed to be doing a video with one of them, but forgot. Asafor, nice. Asafor. Okay. Beb. Hello. I got some lovely admins. I got some proper special people. All of them. proper special people, as opposed to imaginary special people. I am Troll. Great name. I like your real name too. Right. Getting dark, isn't it, kids? I don't know if you can see, but well, you can't. It looks all right on the screen. You'll have to take my words for it. The clouds are grey. The lights on the air. I'll show you what see what I mean? That's like shining in the darkness as opposed to so bright. Troy, my little lovey, you had a question for me before, and I can't remember what it was because I waffle. Could you remind me of your question, Troy? Or maybe I answered it. Hi, Jeff. It is most definitely, it's actually, remember? Yeah, it is autumn. Weirdly, it feels like winter. Hang on a minute. December, January, February, November, December, January. I don't know, man. I've lost my seasons. It's all going. I've got to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. I'll just show you Hashim a minute, but you'll hear me. Right, apologies for the sound effects. Sorry. All right, Asafar, let's not get carried away, mate, because from your ears or from your keyboards to God's ear rolls. Yes, Armana, it is, and that is why we are going pub soon. Pramada, you know Mark? Pramada. Yeah, this is our sister. She's in. You can ignore her now. I said you can. I don't mean you can ignore her. I mean she's not fodder. She's not unsaved. She's in like Flint. Why don't you come to St Paul's with us one week? St Paul's, 11. Look at him saying okay. He's going to just drop me like a hot stone. 11:15. There is so there's Eucharist, there's the choir, and there's also they do a voluntary recital afterwards on the organ, like I think Tchaikovsky did maybe this week. I can't remember, but it's worth coming to. It's very impressive.
It's a nice thing to take a
It's a big building. We can fit you in. Don't worry. Yeah, St Paul's Cathedral is an amazing place. Unless someone was saying that Speaker's Corner is beautiful. I have no clue. Oh, Jesus saves, repent. That's very kind. Bless you. Yeah, there he is. There he is, filming people when I need the camera. Persecution! Just saying. Let nothing. Pretending he can't hear me. Disgusting. Right, let's go and check on the pub times because my coffee is so cold. It's embarrassing. Have I got makeup on? Was it worth it this morning? Is what I asked myself. Oh my gosh, I look as tired as I feel. Bro, didn't you promise me a camera about a week ago?
But you live streaming.
I know, but I can do it at the same time. Bro, I'm multitask. Like, multitask. Couldn't even finish the sentence about multitasking. Yeah. Multitask mistress is what I was going to say. That's why I paused. Because who wants to be a mistress? Well, some people. Thank you, Armana. June's on one. He don't even need no help. Well, he might. Let's step into the shop. Let's get around here. Everybody.
Mary only got married to a template image when she was pregnant with Jesus. And she also consented to having Jesus in her.
She was already betrothed.
Consented to having Jesus. Huh? I think it's what
She get married if she knows.
In all of the Gospels, I think.
You don't believe the Holy Ghost came to marry.
Yeah, so do you lot.
She get married, yeah.
So do you lot.
We're talking about him.
There is the Holy Spirit is in the Quran.
Why she need to protect that image?
That's not my take on it. She was already betrothed.
Yeah.
Joseph had a consideration like to save her some embarrassment because she was pregnant now before they were married. He was like, let me answer his question. Because unmarried women in those days being pregnant was a scandal. And she was devout, and we know that because, well, even the Quran, you believe that also.
No,
so you do.
We believe in the Quran.
Mariam, I know the Quran. You believe that she was, what, you think Allah just chose anyone for Isa?
Let me tell you something.
Go on, shall I answer your question first though? We see in the Bible that she was devout. Zechariah was a prophet, her cousin, like, you know, her family. And he was told of the coming Messiah, and he was struck dumb by the angel because of his doubt. So what happened is that Joseph considered leaving her for her own, like, you know, like it was a bit awkward, and he was given a dream in which he was told this is the Messiah and this is what's going to happen, and then they went on to holy matrimony.
Cool. Do you know the version in the Quran?
I know Mariam. Yes. Oh, I do. But yeah, go on.
In the Quran,
yeah.
in Islam, in general, in the religion, when Mary came with Jesus and she was pregnant and she was holding him in her hand,
God have made a miracle, and Jesus has spoke when he's a baby.
When the angel or when the spirit breathed into her.
Angel Gabriel, he didn't enter to her. He come to her and he said, "You will have a baby."
He breathed into her, into her farjaha. Yes, he did.
In the Islam,
in the Quran, don't worry about Islam. In the Quran, he breathed into her. Yeah. So you just said no. Sorry, I must have misheard.
What did he say? God said you're gonna have a baby. Because God said you can have
Yeah, be and it is. But it wasn't quite kun fayakun. Because I tell you for why. Because I'm sorry, right.
So when he's a baby, she don't need to be considered or scared or afraid what people gonna say.
What did she say under the palm tree?
One second, God had made a miracle again, and Jesus have spoke when he's a baby and defended his own mother.
Right, can I refute what you're saying?
What's the best?
I'm going to refute.
No, but one second. What is the what do you think is the better version? Your version?
I think the truth is the better version, and that's the Bible, because Allah said He revealed the. Allah said He revealed the first 5
you
books.
don't believe what Allah said.
I know, but I'm telling you what you must believe. What you must believe. You must believe that Allah revealed the Psalms and the Injil and the Torah.
Yeah.
I know what Allah said.
Why you don't believe in Him then?
Why? Because He's not Yahweh. He forgets His own name. He says, "I revealed the Torah," in the Torah He says he shows that there's a plurality.
He said, "I revealed the Torah and the Bible," but the people of the Torah and the Bible, they're misguided.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that at all. Show me. No, he says, and they took their priests and their lords as something. It doesn't say they are not, what was the word you just used? They're misguided. It doesn't say that. It says, "I will make Christians." Okay, Allah, the verses are going to come up on the screen. Allah says, "Superior until the day of judgment, when I will sort out your differences between you." That's not misguided.
Okay, who are the people that are following Jesus today?
They're talking about the companions.
Christians.
The Christian, are you
No,
sure?
the companions.
Yes.
Jesus claimed to be a Christian.
Jesus was not a Christian. Jesus is the Christ. Thank you. He thinks he's done a knockout blow. Following the Christ. He was a Jew.
The Quran says he will give them power. Those who follow Jesus.
Isa. It doesn't say Jesus. Isa is not Jesus. But Isa is not Jesus. Isa did not die on a cross.
Is Jesus?
Jesus is Jesus, yeah. Jesus is Yeshua, and Jesus is Emmanuel, and Jesus is mighty King. Whatever, Yeshua. Whatever. He will also be called Eternal Father, King of Kings, Prince of Peace. I don't mind who's we. Who's we? I'm asking you, who's we? You're a Muslim.
I'm Muslim.
Oh, you were coming like a Christian to the atheist earlier. Yeah, you was. Yeah, you was. Yeah, you was.
Do you understand the
Yeah,
conversation
you
we're
were.
having?
Yeah.
I didn't come as a Christian.
Yeah, I started chatting to him and you come along.
No, we're just.
You're telling me he's a sinner when I.
talking.
Oh, I
We
see.
were just talking.
They were just talking, everybody. It's on my live stream anyway.
You don't even know what we're talking about.
You came into my conversation, bruv.
Yeah, but we were
Just again, like now.
Yeah, well, I said he
Either-
said. I said he said.
What was the question? Mary and the
don't-
virgin
I
birth. Where were we getting with that?
completely off topic.
So, I'm so sorry, Joe. Where were we going with that?
Yeah, okay. It's about.
Not you, darling. Him.
Let's get back to your original topic.
Yes. Let's let Joan get back to it.
Topic was they're going to teach me about Aisha. So they're saying that she was six.
Yeah, she said she was 6. She said she was
What do you know about Aisha?
Bro, why you keep getting involved? These man, look at the aggression.
What do you know about Aisha? Who's
Well, look at all 3 of them with in with his finger.
What do you know about Aisha?
That's your opinion.
Yeah, no, you talk. What do you
My
know about
opinion
Aisha?
is that when
Do you know
you
something
stand
about
on the
Aisha?
truth, you can remain
What is it?
calm.
Tell us. What do you know?
When someone's brought up Aisha,
Now, one
being
second.
6,
He's going to teach us
and
about
something's been
Aisha.
triggered,
know
so
about
that
Aisha?
everyone's, what do you know about Aisha?
No, 1 second. You're going to teach us.
Look at
1
you,
second.
you want to get your hands out my face then? Why are you waving at me like I'm an idiot? I'm not deficient. I'm not a Muslim woman.
So let's see, because they become a Muslim. So let's see.
If you can't be talked to, if you can't have the word trigger around you without getting embarrassing, yeah. Bye now. Lots of love.
Do you know about
Hello.
Aisha?
Do you know it from Islamic sources?
It was me and him debating.
I know. I was asked to. I was asked to by the cameraman,
What else do you know about Aisha?
by the channel
Apart
owner.
from the numbers.
You can look
The
around.
numbers.
Yeah.
What else?
Joe, what do you think about Aisha? What would you like to know?
I'm sorry. I'll be gender approach. You waste things. Is that approvable gender? What do I say?
for gender.
Please don't try and be funny.
You said gender, so what do I have to say?
He just called me a waste man.
Oh, did you?
I called my man a waste man.
All right, him a waste man.
Yeah, because we had an agreement. It was only me and him. Why you
Did you have an exclusive agreement? Only you and him? He doesn't know about your agreement. I was asked to.
It was originally a 2-on-1.
By the person who owns the channel. Who's the
Oh, come on, man.
I know Omar like that, didn't he? You know Omar like that.
I told you to see us.
In Al Capri.
When they see the cameras,
Come to Jesus, Francis.
when the camera comes, it's all about
My argument actually was that Aisha only got married to Mohammed out of one, fear, and two, because her dad didn't have the bad.
She had no choice.
She got married beforehand actually, before she was 5.
She was betrothed.
If no, married. No, hold on. Hold on.
Betrothed.
No, now we'll say it. Because according to the Islamic lunar calendar, it's based on lunar events. So she was 5. She was 5 when she got married. No. She was 2. No, but that's Sheila.
Was it Tabari who you're quoting?
And I told this to Ali Dowell as well.
Sorry, everyone, if you're bored of this, but... Oh, it must be true.
Yeah, but then they...
Oh, come out the way. Babe. Yo.
There's 2 hadiths.
Hi. You're in front of the camera. I'm just saying. Come, step back a minute, just so you can get involved. Come round here. You know you love the camera. He does this week. Oh my gosh.
No, don't lie about it. There are 2 hadiths. One that says she's 9 and the one that says she's 19 or 18.
What do you call?
He's a Sunni.
Anyone.
What do you mean anyone? What, you just split it down the middle? 14.
No. The thing is, whatever.
Maths, man. But 1 plus 1 plus 1.
I can't deny one without the other.
You can. Sunnis denounce a lot of Shia stuff, and Shias don't agree with Sunni stuff.
Weak narrations is what they denounce.
Yeah, but they say they're weak. They don't accept Sahih Muslim or Bukhari, for example.
Muslim have predominantly strong hadith.
Except for Sunnis, but Shias discount them. So it's not because they are Hassan or Daif, it's because for them it is Daif. You see?
Aisha was married at 9 years old.
No, she was married at 6 and she consummated at 9. Yeah, but it's still married at 6. She said the Prophet married me when I was 6 years old.
He never says in quotation.
Hi everyone.
He waited, one because he was on Hijrah, because Aisha was born 614, they went Hijrah in 622, and if she was 8, so she couldn't have sex. When they got
That is it,
her
Kath FM.
hair fell out, and then Muhammad waited for her hair to fall back in before he had
Fall back in. She was going to a magic hairdresser. No, to grow back again, because maybe she was a bit unattractive as a bald kid playing with dolls. You don't know about it. I think, me personally, with all goodwill, I don't like in the madrasa or in the mosque. I don't think, obviously, it's such a massive amount of hadiths and like Quran on its own has got enough like exegesis or being, taught to recite it that you get around to the like stuff that would be controversial. If you see, I do hear some imams, to be fair, they don't business. They just say yep, and they just come out with it. But on the whole, these are on YouTube. I'm saying in the actual thingy, maybe that's not relevant because obviously if he's got the sunnah, if he's got the best way, then whatever he did is okay. You see what I mean? Like, so for outsiders, it's most definitely questionable. Even getting it, like even little girls, even if you're doing it for a power play, in the olden days we used to marry kids. No, what I'm saying is in the old days, young children, 2 lots of young children, a boy and a girl would be betrothed because their families wanted to be united, like because one was powerful here, one was powerful there, but they didn't get to have sex until they were like adults, because little boys are like, and morals, hashtag. So, do you want to wrap up? Because it is pub time. Look at his face. He knows it's pub time, you can tell. Okay, I'm going to do the wrap up. This gentleman we've been just briefly discussing Marianne and Mary, Isa and Jesus Christ, or Yeshua, as the other guy got really excited about. Charles is still stalking me. Everyone in the live stream, there he is. Exactly, whatever. He's still looking at my backside, telling me I'm sexy. The point is that we're not here for that kind of atheist nonsense. What we're here for is Jesus. We're here for the only name by which man may be saved. The only, yes.
Yes. The word is Theotokos. Yes, I believe she gave birth to the second person of the triune God, and he became flesh. John 1, if you do me if you want to do me a favour, if you want to know what we believe, when you go home, you can get it on your phone for free. It's quite pretty. It says, in the beginning was the Word was with God, capital W, the Word was God. Hang on a minute, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's who the Word is. And by the time you get down to verse 14, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and he was the light of men, and he was rejected by the darkness. So Jesus is God. I tell you, in Matthew 14:27, what I'd like you to do is look at that. Yes, listen to what you want me to finish. Jesus spoke Aramaic. That was his primary language. So if you look to the Aramaic Bible, plain English version, so it's translated from Aramaic, not from Greek. He says to Peter said, they're going, oh my gosh, who is this who can calm the water? Like, what's happening in Cockney? And he says, fear not, I am the living God. So that's the answer. And in Hebrews 1:8, the Father, yeah, I know, because not many people know, but also in Hebrews 1:8, the Father, who you might recognise as like Allah, as in the Father, says of the Son, meaning the eternal Son, Jesus, he says, your throne, O God, will endure forever. And this heaven and this earth will pass away, but your righteousness, I always get that bit muddled. Hallelujah. Exactly. He does say it. Ahmed Didat needs to jog.
You're saying that
and second night.
I am God. Claims that he needs to be worshipped.
He says he's God. That's why the Jews, listen to me, even without that verse, in John you will find it, but he says he gives eternal life. No one can do that but God. Jesus said that plainly. He also says he can forgive sins. He says he searches the hearts of men. I'll tell you why. Back in the olden days, in the Old Testament, there was a sacrificial system, similar to like what you have on the Hajj and on Eid, like with the sacrifice in it. It's not just to feed people. That is. But our version, or the Jews' version, was there is no forgiveness without the shedding of blood. So, because God said so. You wouldn't, if Allah said so, you'd go, because that, yes it does, yeah. Yeah, because like we are told that the life is in the blood, right? So it's like an eye for an eye, a life for a life. Your life is forfeited by your sin. If you committed, murder, you could be stoned to death righteously, as in, I wasn't his advisor, but just because it makes sense to you doesn't mean it isn't true. Yes, I've answered you. Yes, let me get to the point. Yes, it makes sense to me. So, yes, it makes sense to me. But I'm not a Jew. Let me get to the good bits. So, it started off that before the law, sin was in the world, but no one will be held guilty. Because if you are just out running on the street and you do so, if you don't know it's against the law, you know what I mean? Like it's accidental or whatever. So the law came to show the sin of transgression of the law is sin. So we see that they were breaking the law, and Yahweh gave them a way out. It's only for some sins. Some you could give some grain offering, you could give this, that, the other. Some when you go to court and the geezer goes, you ain't got to go to jail, you're just getting a fine, and you give him the offering of your money, and he says you're free to go. So that kind of thing. And you're unclean for 24 hours, whatever. So then Jesus sacrificed himself in order to be the spotless lamb that Yahweh spoke about all that time ago. I know it doesn't make sense to you because you're blinded by the God of this system, says the Bible. I understand that you don't understand, that's fine. Yes, because he's the only perfect sacrifice. I'm not perfect. If I die for my daughter, I might save her, like as in I throw myself in front of the bus, but I'm not perfect. So in an eternal sense, I can't get any of her sins removed. She's a grown woman, she can sin, and I can't do nothing about it. I can beg God, but it won't be fair. If I go to court and I have whatever, if I've done some really bad speeding fines, and someone comes in the court and says, you know what, I'm going to pay this woman's fine, the judge can legally and righteously let me go, because my fine has been paid. And Jesus said on the cross, it is finished, meaning this has been paid for. So as Moses built a pole with a snake on it, and those who looked on it were saved from their snake bites, it's a foreshadowing. Those who look upon the cross of Christ and believe will be saved by his righteousness. I'm not righteous. All I've got to do is not have a fag for 25 minutes. And I'm not righteous one bit. But his righteousness is imputed onto me. Because we're all sinners. We all know we are. In our hearts, we all know that we're not good enough to walk up to God and say, yo, but not even a bit. To everyone, is Allah going to be all merciful to me if I die a Christian? No. Exactly. So not to everyone. Not to everyone. Allah won't be.
If you don't believe in Allah, if you repented now, then you're kafar.
Sorry?
If you repented to God now.
Yes. It's not. It's not. Easter didn't go on a cross, so how can it be the same God? I don't know what Easter did. I don't believe it. I believe in Jesus Christ.
Allah is not the name.
They're not. Did Easter die on a cross? Did Easter die on a cross? If I die in a, if 1K dies in a, let me answer you then. If 1K dies in a bed of old age and another K dies in a car accident, it's not the same K, is it? But Isa had different words to Jesus Christ. If someone comes along and writes a wrong story about me, it's still the me in the story, but it's wrong. Yeah, excellent. I know you mean Jesus by Isa. I got that. But the problem is that Allah says he is the Yahweh of the Torah, for example, and then he forgets his own name. He says, I am Yah. Tell them Yah sent you, and this is my name for the generations.
What's the name?
Yah.
A name.
Yahweh.
What is the name for?
It's his personal name. It's his
name. It's a context reference, right?
So what do you mean? So don't worry about Allah then. It's just a name. Allah doesn't even, isn't his name. It just means the God. Excellent. Brilliant. It's not just a name. The name of the Most High God is the least name that is not just a name. It's the name that he gave to Moses, and it was big time. It was the first time. For the Jews, it's so holy they don't even say it. You see? It's not just a name, is what I'm saying. With all due respect, mine and your name's just a name. You can change your name by default. Yahweh says, for the generations, forever, this is my name. And then Allah comes along, says, I am that guy, you know, but forgets Yahya means Yah. It means I am. And then he forgets Zechariah. And he talks about Yeshua, but he doesn't give him his right name because Yahweh saves. I'm not stuck at K.
If someone copy K because it's
yeah, he's got the wrong name. It's not just a name. I am K.
The important thing is the person.
Yeah, exactly. And Isa is a different person. Isa is a different. I understand, bro. You're making sense. If I wasn't a Christian. It is in the name, Yeshua. The angel came and he said, and you will call him Yahweh saves, because he, the baby, will save his people. That didn't happen to Isa. Isa was rocking up in the cradle saying, I'm just a prophet. That ain't my Jesus. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just a name, it's a different.
The Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit gives me just. No, the Holy Spirit is in me.
It's in you.
Yes. All Christians, all true Christians. Yes. Yes. You get a feeling. You get discernment of the Scripture, and you know truth when you hear it. Because we're told that non-believers have scales over their eyes and their ears spiritually, and their heart is stone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
If I'm a Muslim, I've got a spirit on me.
A spirit of Antichrist. That's what the Bible says. Anyone who doesn't confess Jesus as Lord, i.e. God, is Antichrist. Not the Antichrist, not the Dajjal, but is Antichrist with a small A. It just means he's against.
Who is the God?
Yahweh. Yahweh is a triune God. Jesus is the second person made flesh. The second person, not body. The second member of the triune God. Yes, he is God. Yes. He is not Yahweh. He is the second person of Yahweh, of the triune God. There are three persons, one God. I don't believe that you think that I think there's three. I know you don't. Person, not meaning like us people, no. Meaning personality. Having will. Yes. A human being. Yeah, but that's, we don't mean, we mean short for personality. As in having their own will. The Father communes with the Son, communes with the Holy Spirit. In unity of the Holy Spirit, the Father and the Son commune eternally.
So you mean like Jesus is eternity, right?
Yes, before he became flesh, he was from eternity to eternity. He's called the eternal Son, the Word.
By the time he was on the cross, he died, right?
He died for 3 days, yeah.
For 3 days. That means he's not eternal.
He is eternal. He was preaching. Read the Bible. And let me answer you. I've got to wrap up because it's dark out and I've got stuff to do. Let me tell you the answer then. You don't want the answer because the truth isn't in you. You don't. I'm going to tell the camera the answer. For those 3 days, his body was in the tomb, but his spirit went to Hades and preached to the spirits therein. So he didn't even have 3 days off. He was still grafting. He was.
How come?
Because he's hard working and he's a perfect moral example, unlike people who marry kids.
But you don't let me continue.
Oh no, because I want to go to the pub. I want to go to the pub.
I don't know what it is.
His body.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I know. The Bible says it. The Holy says. All right, someone who's got a phone, who's got internet. You don't believe me. You're not taking. I'm doing it on camera. You don't believe me. Watch the video afterwards, and the verse will come up on the screen. Yeah, they don't know.
On the Bible, it exists.
Can some? All right, hang on. Can someone find me the verse, please? Jesus descended unto Hades or hell and preached to the spirits therein. If you find me the verse, I can go to the pub. People, do it for me, please. I'll be your best friends. Open secrets, Dragon, Jeff, someone, please.
Most of the people say like Jesus died.
He did die. His body died. His spirit lived and preached to those that Noah, the people after Noah who were in Hades in prison. He went and preached to them. The kingdom is at hand.
I have a question that I got.
Yeah, I'm looking for the answer for you.
While I find the answer, I got
Yeah. Go on.
You say,
will you believe my answer? You must have a Bible on your phone. You can get one online. Go on, I'm listening to you. What's the verse, everyone? Go on.
I'm waiting for the verse.
Yeah, all right.
But what I'm saying is that you're saying like Jesus, he's eternal, right?
Yes. Well, more technically, the Word is eternal. The Word became flesh for 33 years. So that wasn't from the beginning with flesh.
The Word,
the Word, the eternal Son who became Jesus Christ. He is from the beginning to the end, like the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. Same as Allah. Allah says he is the first and the last. No, because he really is God. Jesus really is God. That's why it's different. It's in Acts 2:24. No, they're not going to start typing out the whole of Acts 2:24. It's one person. You get Acts 2:24 for me, please. Everyone, my assistant, who can't see because the light ain't shining. You can't even see me at this point. Oh, and it's also in Psalms 2 and 1 Peter 3:19. Thank you. It's in Acts 2:34 is what I'd like you to find me. And can you make it big enough for old people to read, please? It's myopia. That is not big enough for me. Oh, read it. Giggle, read it.
The Lord said to my Lord.
Is that Psalms? All right. So the Lord said to my Lord. That's not it. I want where he went to Hades and preached to the. Here we go. After being made alive, he went and made proclamation to the imprisoned spirits, to those who were disobedient. Spirit was alive and still working.
It doesn't say that.
It does say that. It said, and after he had been made alive, he went to Hades, a place of spirit, and preached.
That's me. Like he's alive.
He is alive. It says, having been made alive. Hang on, I've got to find it. After being made alive, he went and made proclamation to the imprisoned spirits, to those who were disobedient long ago. And in another verse, it tells you that is in shape. Sheol, in the realm of the dead. So his body was dead, so he could get in, as it were, but he was alive enough to preach. Catch me next week because I was supposed to be gone by dark. But thank you so much. God bless you. And have a look at John 1.
No, because...
Well, no. If you want to know, you want to know. Have a look at John 1. You know John 1?
What I'm saying is that the question is...
We're talking again.
I'm not talking again.
No, I said we. I said we. What you're saying don't make sense.
The question
all of it.
Doesn't make sense to me. That's what I'm saying.
What can I say? I'm not making it up. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, but the Bible is not clear.
The Bible is clear with discernment, the illumination of the Holy Spirit. You see, the Bible tells us that Christians will have a different understanding to those. It says the word of God is foolishness to those who are perishing, meaning haven't got salvation. So I don't know what the answer is. You have to get the exegesis from a Christian, which if I had more time, I promise you I'd go for it. So, next week. Wicked, what's your name? Ali. Okay, nice to meet you. We got there. So in short, Jesus is God. You already know that. I'm going pub. Maybe these people are coming. Probably. But JC! Yeah, but anyway, Maryam is not Mary. Our Mary is not the sister of Aaron. Our Jesus didn't speak from the cradle other than in the infancy Gospels, which are not canon and therefore not God-breathed. So, yeah, I did. June, you want to come and give a wrap-up? Because I did just kind of, at JC's request, come and mash up your video. So here's June, everyone. Go for it.
So the original topic was between me and this guy here. He's off camera, but we were talking about Aisha, and he didn't really want to talk about Aisha first.
No way.
Because he hates JC for some reason.
Okay.
But then it kind of got like chaotic, and she took over.
I didn't mean to. I just came in and they started getting leery, and then I thought, let me just.
You'll see that. Anyway, you know, Christian night. You know,
yes, exactly. God bless. Press the like button. Press the notifications. Pray for JC. Pray for me. Pray for June. Pray for all the Christians here. But then give a little extra bit of oomph for the Muslims here because they need it more than us. Quite frankly, we can pray for ourselves. Love you, people. And bye. Right. Let me stop the camera myself because sometimes a woman's work is never done. Right. Where's the button? Done. Right, the microphone's going off. Right, everyone, sorry about that. I just got waylaid. I do apologise. I do love you people. I like interacting with you people. JC's gone, mate. He don't give a shit. He's just shining a light, not even looking, chit-chatting. I will do. I'm trying to get to that pub, mate. You don't understand. You do not understand the few days I've had. Yeah, man, I stopped it. Here's the microphone. Let's go. Let's go, man. Archers and tonic. Let's go. I was going to shout Christians assemble. I love a bit of Marvel. Any Christians who are coming to the pub? Now's the time. John? Yep. June? Yep. Who else was... Everyone. Who else did I invite to the pub and they said yes? It was an atheist. It was that comment. Peter! Don't know where he is. Right. Exactly. I don't know. Well, this is the everyone at the minute. Dramada's coming. Look at with a girl who's that big. Sorry.
Someone who's smaller than me.
Yeah, I know. Keep her close by. You'll be just like that.
The day went pretty quick.
Right, stay where you are. Do not move. I'm just looking for Peter. Let's have a butcher's. Where is he, man? There's hijab behind me. You won't see nothing now because of the light. I can't see him. He's not. You're right, mate. Come and pub. Come pub, man. Just come and have a lemonade. You're lightweight. Come. See what I mean? They want prayers, but they don't want to drink. Moses, man, you're always welcome. Open invitation. Just grab me towards the end. All right, Moses just blanked me. That's probably what the Amalekites' fault as well.
You give him praise, leave. Listen,
let's go. Anyway, love to stand chat. People to do, places to see. Stephen! Sorry, everyone. He's ringing me. Ring Stephen. Message him saying we're here. I can't answer him. It's going to cut my stream. Big T. That was me screaming. Oh, look at the leeriness.
My God hasn't said, oh, I'm unlike creation. Your God has. If he's unlike creation fully, then his name, his...
Aye, he's here. He's here. He made it. He made it. He's got an hand. He's got a... Let's go. Let's go this way. Away. Come on then. God bless you all. Jesus. Yeah, we're running. We're strolling. Yeah, you got to run away from retards. I don't want to shout it because, you know. I'm saying Jesus is telling me to go to the pub. Come on, Steve. Sonny. I'm gonna go raggo on this Scott. Is he coming? Right, he knows where to go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. JC's still arguing. Oh, South Americans, mate, what are you gonna do?
He's going to become Muslim.
Yeah, in your dreams. Come on.
Going to go for a dirty pint?
A dirty pint? No, I'm going to St. Street, but none of your business either. But let's go.
You don't have it.
JC will be down there. I'll see you there. Right, let's go, everyone. Sonny, you're still drawing. Let's go. Right, let's go. JC's coming. He's just arguing. Let's go. Avengers. In it though, fam. Sorry. Exactly.
I'm here a week, bro.
You can get chicken at the bar. Let's go. Right, JC's still arguing with him. The geezer went to me, don't worry, he's going to become Muslim.
The guy just standing there saying, you flop me, you get...
Oh, the bravado of the place.
What a coward.
I'm going to shout out something in Spanish.
JC, like, actually changed his religion.
Vámonos!
Will he have to change his channel name?
Sorry. I know. See, I hold back for these people.
You know that?
White women ain't scared of shizzle.
White women ain't scared of shit.
That geezer's funny on TikTok. He's so funny. I should send him a video of me talking to like Ali Dawa. He'll know. We ain't scared of no shiz.
Basically saying,
oh no. What's it like to have a fan? Right, Bill.
He must be a fan.
Probably craft ales, probably like posh shiz. But it ain't like a upper class establishment. It's a franchise, my love. But it's not Witherspoons either. I do love a spoons, don't get me wrong, but it ain't. But either way, let's get there first because I ain't drinking beer. I'm drinking, apart from tap beer. But yeah, I'm gonna have an Archer's. That's what I'm gonna do. 15% instead of me normal 40. Bill, anytime, love. Anytime I can give you some info, hit me up. Right, let's get over the road. Let's not die, everyone. Not today. Not today. He actually acknowledged I existed again today. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm blessed. Hashim knows I'm alive. Because it was in front. I know. He's an obfuscator.
And when he sees you're relatively new,
JC's still arguing with a Muslim. Jesus Christ is living God. But he knows, because there ain't no football on. If there was football on, he wouldn't be arguing. He'd be coming. He'll be along in a minute. Not to worry. Right, is my scarf? Yeah. I need to blow my nose like you wouldn't believe. Found a tissue. Didn't want to have to cuff it, to be fair. Sorry, everyone. Have a look at John. Oh, mate, this nose is so boring. Oh, right. Oh, let's go. Bob had to come and he had to replace some talks that he did that were missing, and then he said he's shooting off straight away. So after I cried myself to sleep, I said, all right then, Bob. Only kidding, I love Bob. But, you know, what can you do? I'm live streaming, you know, John. I can neither confirm or deny such rumours. That's where Bob goes for a cup of tea, everyone. Have a word. What's it like to have upper class problems? Right, let's listen out for a tiny South American, everyone. San Ata. Right, where's Sonny and all? Sonny's. I reckon we overloaded him last week. Right, let me have a look at the chat because I love these people.
Right, the Muslim bird in front of me just turned around. Right, anywho, let's get to the bottom of the pile, as it were. The holy sort of like, are you in the UK? You don't have to answer me, obviously. If you are, or if you can get here, then yeah, come and hit us up. Defo. Bill, sounds like a wild old time. And if the T stands for Tanqueray, I'm on board. But yeah, anyone who's in the UK or as in, well, yeah, London on a Sunday, St Paul's Cathedral, 11:15, and then a quick with spoons, and then no one. Who's kicking you out, Mohammed? Oh, what are you saying? What are you saying, fam? What are you saying about Jesus? Excusez-moi. S'il te plaît. Merci beaucoup. Etc. I'm back onto. I'm not back onto Latin. I went on to Italian. So yeah, I'm getting there with most of Europe, except for the Eastern Europeans. Hi, Paul. God bless you. What time is it? What time is it? 11 minutes past 5, and it is pitch black because daylight savings. Bless them. Daylight spendings.
That's one that they can't answer me.
I will do. June. Someone said shalom. Who was it? Wait.
He's explicit.
Jesus Christ is living God. Someone on my channel said to say peace to you, bro. So I did it. I did it. Sunny's here as well now. Yeah, there's no blizzard yet. It's just, it ain't even that nips, to be fair. It's, I don't know. I have got a big SOCO jumper on though, even though it's in reverse for some reason. It'll come out normal when we come back. When it's processed even, when we come back. So yeah, please, if you get... Wow, Lord Raven. I hope you're typing that from London somewhere. Please go back to sleep, or please go to bed. Cutting, Asafo, cutting as in cold. We're only like half hour out of that area. Weird. Well, it depends. I've just been bouncing up and down with the Holy Spirit talking about Usha. So maybe that's why. And I got a big jumper on. And I got some... Don't bother telling me it's 9 in Durham, because that means it's coming this way. You just mean cold. Bill, bless your little cottons. Right. Where is that South American? Peru, man, Peru. The birthplace of Paddington. And they just cannot get it together. Oh, I can't even ring him, obviously. Don't see him. I'll be sitting outside, chaps. Steve, I'm just going to quickly sit outside with my stream because otherwise they'll start crying their eyeballs at YouTube because of the music. I'm going to have a quick snack. Oh, take this donkey pack off my back. How we're going, isn't it? I don't know. We could sit here for a minute. Oh, right. Let's just get a snack going. Right, and now this is the magic. I've got to try. Don't start mucking up my shot, everyone. Hang on. Whoa.
Yeah, she was giving it. She was giving it.
Who's she? Cat's mother?
She just sort of bearded the
Oh, right. Oh, you don't get that much.
To me stinking there.
What was she saying? Was she having a go?
Right. Oh, Jesus Christ is living God. Please do comment it again. I'm so sorry. You tell me and I'm on it. On it like Sonic, bruv. Tell me.
The woman was going nuts.
Hi, Smiggy 99. Is that Yorkshire? Something like that? Oh, my geography's crap.
So did you convince
Latin in London. I'm on, not like in South America, not like in South America. I meant the south of the United States, and in other like big Hispanic communities. We've got some. We're rocking a couple. You know what I mean? But no, not like a Chinatown / you know. Right. So anyway, where's that Jesus Christ is living God? Come with your comment, babes.
Stars within
Oh, I don't know. I like that. I like the screen name. I'm getting an Archers and Slimline tonic, but thank you for the coffee or tea thing. No, I don't need to work my way up. I start the day inhaling coffee, believe me. And it's better for the humans if I have something that's not too lively. Oh, I don't know, Jonathan. Oh, what in the video? It was started off with Mariam or Mary, whatever, and Isa, and then it just veered off into Twad. All. But yeah.
Nobody's going to listen to you because you're an Indian guy talking about
There's the drink limit in Islam, Mohammed, is any drink. That's over the limit. But we have, the Bible says, do not become a drinker of water only. Take a little wine for your own. It's made wine. So, oh yeah, this Archers and Slimline Tonic will warm me up. And also walking into the pub when I'm finished chatting with you lovely peeps. But where's JC, bro? Right, who's got cigarettes? No one. Okay, let me roll one then.
The only thing I don't agree with is the fact that you just stand and go on the
I could film this, but...
Peter, like Nathan's going to take
Jesus, I see. Do I know that Imam Mahdi can be Antichrist? Anyone, Jesus Christ, the living God, anybody who does not confess Christ as Lord, the Bible says is Antichrist, not the Antichrist. I've got some interesting ideas about that maybe I'll, when I want JC to never talk to me again, that I might talk about. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for... Aww. I'm here. I'm Anna. I'm here. Don't worry, I've took you with me. I'm here. I'm standing outside because YouTube gets... Ah! Is that me now? No, is that an old one?
No, that's you now.
Oh, I'm reversed. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, my T-shirt will look like it makes... Does it make sense now? Does it say... Hang on, I'm just asking June. He's got the live stream on. Can you see like it properly? June, don't leave me hanging, mate. I'm showing me Lils on the camera. Yes, is it the right way round on the live stream? When I say Lils, obviously people from London will excellent. I wasn't actually topless.
I didn't know we got it.
Okay, Philip, but I like your screen name. I just like saying Jesus Christ is living God because he is.
There's some young Muslim trying to hit.
Okay, Christian Knight. Watch out. I thought you was coming today, bro. What happened? Yes, Amana, they are available on SOCO, or if you ever meet JC, he just gives them away like they're going out of fashion because he has no business sense. Not that I'm like not. I'm going to get some t-shirts printed. My daughter knows how to do it, and like it'd be nice to give her some money other than just Bank of Mum. Yes, they can. I think it's well done. Right, is anyone going to help me roll this fag? No one. See the selfishness of Christians when they get to the pub.
I went into a mosque, like really.
Well done. Thank you, the Holy Sword of Light. Tearful. Hello.
When I said Sunni and Shia,
nice. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Have you got really long arms? I'm going to get some twaddle to you soon, but I don't want to give the game away. You know what I mean? But I've got a couple of little ideas. I think maybe the St. Nicholas one, that quote that someone gave me the other day that I'd said, it's a bit long-winded, but I might do it just for a Christmas shirt.
Why so specific? I don't know.
Who got stabbed? What happened? Where?
He said geckos are evil and they should be killed by his followers, right?
Coventry punks. I ain't even heard of it. Honestly, on a Sunday, I don't even have a chance for my news feed. I just do my language lessons in the morning, my Bible plan, and then I'm at church. The rest of the time is unfortunately inhaling coffee and trying to like feel peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness. Right, where is this little South American?
Oh, he's doing South American stuff.
He knows preparing with the blooming Muslims still. On his free time, like John Cleese was saying in the argument clinic.
What is that argument anyway? Is it just Hashim saying...
Oh, that? I don't even know. No, it was two geezers leaning up against the fence like they was in the pub.
Why is there a picture of Mohammed hijab topless in the group chat?
Shut your mouth.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I'm leaving that group. I'm leaving, mate. I don't know why. Show me that. I want to show him on the camera.
That was the Urban protest.
Just so that everyone else can...
I know, you can see the guy's tits, bro. Right?
Can you see the moob jab?
Yeah,
can you see the moob jab? I'm going with it. I don't know whether you can.
He's proper titting. I thought I was. This guy's.
When he was in the white wife beater, doing Jay Smith's last like big public debate, I was cringing. When he was on the Christian Prince, I was basically dying inside. I was like, side boob from Family Guy, side boob hour. I love Peter Griffin.
No, that was at the Urga protest, isn't it?
Anna, I'm so sorry if you're young and innocent. I didn't mean to do that to you. D cups all the way. M cups.
You should watch that
M cups. Pure moobage.
Look it up. He's funny.
No muscle. You know in the cartoons when they lift their belly up to make it into their chest and then it all falls down again.
no way he talks, just announces.
I'm not going to start shouting this down the road. I might get nicked, quite frankly. That means arrested. I've got to start thingy, like translating my own self. Sorry, it's after hours and you're all grown ups, I'm sure.
To have a discussion with Jordan Peterson, I don't know what will this.
I've tried.
Oh, thank you, Armana.
Jordan Peterson a few times. They just ignore you completely.
They
spoke
want to
at
talk
him.
to hijab for some reason.
No, I don't think. I think he wants to talk to him. Yeah. I think it's the other way around.
He's coming to Christianity, Jordan Peterson. He said some things about Jesus and his daughter. Well, I think he is, but because he's such a metaphysician as well as a psychologist, he's like trying to find a meta narrative to things, but he's like a genius.
Yeah, but isn't he just bringing the same Jungian crap? Because that's what he does.
Well, he is a psychologist, so.
Carl Jung, like, just basically baked into Christianity. Oh, look at the archetype of the.
Well, no, but there are archetypes. Like C.S. Lewis talks about the harvest and the.
He talks a lot about.
Yeah, but so does Lewis. Lewis says that just because there are other pagan gods who die and rise again, doesn't mean that this one isn't the real one. It just means that they are shadows of the reality that is Jesus. Because Jesus comes with the bread. He says, I am the bread. That's kind of harvesty. You know what I mean? Like what those nature religions. Hello. Sorry. Asafor. What you K'ing me for, babes? I'm sorry. I was just Jordan Peterson a minute. Because I love that man. He's wicked. Not wicked as in bad. Wicked as in
theology and other stuff.
These days, books are going obsolete a little bit. With disappearing.
I've got a load on disc, not hard copy books, but I've got soft, like on a disc.
Funny. See, my twin brother, he started selling books on Amazon. See, educational books. He started selling uni
It's
books.
hard. My uni books are dear, you know.
He's making money.
Did you
selling
say?
Books.
I just heard you say fudging my. I can't. It's all right.
Yeah, he's selling books and he's making good money because all university books. Books are going,
Excellent. I'll tell you a really good book. I got to know of it through David Wood. Is Tactics by Gregory Kouakou. I'm going to make out I know how to say his name. K-O-U-K-L. So Kilo Oscar Uniform Umbrella. Kilo Oscar Uniform Kilo Lima, and his first name's Gregory, and it's called Tactics, and it is worth it. I've talked through it in a lecture before, and I've done it personally with my old channel members. Well, up to chapter 3. Let's not lie. But then they all just started doing their own thing. So, what is that little red-faced dude? Is that because I'm having a fag? Phil. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't know why I said sorry.
It was like 189 quid.
Right.
That's mentally worth.
Cafe FM, I'd love to. Well, I wouldn't love to. That's another lie. Yeah, you don't have to look though. I'm not offering you one.
Where is JC on board?
It is a blessing. I do like the
Jesus Christ.
the Columbus. What brings you to believe that and all that?
Oh, JC is a Mexican. I don't care.
Exactly. Yahweh, pillar of smoke, open secrets. That's all we're saying. This dude, someone phone JC. Are you on the phone to him? Hello, can someone phone JC?
I don't have his number.
You did have his number. You should have saved it when you was in a certain group.
When I was in that terrorist group.
Oh, blood fire, man. We made it. We nearly made it, everyone. He's only joking. Kane is well, as in there's nothing wrong as far as, like, you know, he's well, but he's not here.
Yeah, but everyone looking for you.
Everyone on the live stream and all.
You coming, yeah?
Oh, I see, Cafe FM. All right. Well, if they were, I missed it, so I would lose sleep over it. I've got proper things to lose sleep over. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's just funny.
I have actually, but get in there. We phoned him. Where did he say he was?
He said, I'm coming.
Yeah, manana.
I even called bloody JC at home.
No, Armando, he's not. He knows where we are. There is another pub we used to go to for the footy.
Everyone's at home.
I don't know that that's open anymore. I don't know. A lot of places closed down.
And Sinero is the only one I've got to hold it.
John, you do know that I'm live streaming.
Get off this. Get off. I don't want to lose my reputation.
What do you mean lose it? Is that, yeah? Start building it up first. Yeah, John is prone to outbursts.
But give it time, about a year.
Well, give it no time at all, mate. Just jump in with one word. You too can be Johned until John said about Dad. I love that bit of the Bible. That's my favourite bit.
Second opinions too sick.
Yeah, he's contactable, like by me or whatever. Hatun and everyone. So yeah, he's fine. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him.
Well, no, but Roman Catholics do not like.
Who are you to judge another man's servant? For by his master he stands or falls. There you go. Stick that in your pipe and don't smoke it, anti-smokers. No, I don't wear a mask, Armana. My nose has been blocked for almost 2 years now. I did wear a mask initially, but no, I don't anymore because I can't breathe. I'm exempt. And for anyone in England, exemption is a matter of your exemption. So technically you could be exempt from like reasons of having a brain cell. Because it doesn't, if you look at the information about masks now, the true information, they don't, Lee, I've told you, Kane is all right. I don't know how else to answer you. He's all right. He's not here. He's all right. That's all I can tell you.
He started the Protestant woods, are you sure?
Yeah. Kane is all right. Where is this dude? Here he comes. Vámonos! Arriba! He's coming, everyone. Yes, Jeff, that is a fact. Well done. Lee, do me a favour, babes. Lee, Alec, do me a favour. Stop asking me the same question. I've answered you. Right. Alright, buzzer. Alright, buzzer.
Luther created his own.
Right.
People live in power.
Get another chair, or should we go inside? I'll have to stop the stream though.
Because the Church of England is the Protestant Church of
Whoever FFS. Oh, Martin. Go on, Martin. I would have said so. JC is outside the house, yes, in the theoretical house. ¿Qué pasa, Juan?
So yeah,
when do you guys come?
When we said we were going, and you stayed there arguing with them tards.
So that's what we call it. We don't really call it. But we are technically put
I'll tell him. June, you should look up Lauren Southern's documentary about Canada. Because you were talking last week about churches and the killing kid vibe. And France, a lot of people, 750,000 in like 70 years.
Because a lot of people think
no worries, Cafe
They
FM.
think it's because
Cafe FM.
have more wives, and that was
Oh, I need
the real reason.
an archers. I need to go to the bar, but I love you people. But it is nearly 2 hours now. Anton, you and whose army, babes? I'm really joking. When God grants me that desire, I'll be on it like Sonic. Like when He takes away that desire, even or grants me the. I always pray for Ethiopia. I pray for Niger, Chad, Nigeria, Pakistan, North Korea, China, Australia. Weirdly enough, I pray for Christians everywhere. Thank you, the Holy Sword of Light. And there's much worse I could be doing. Periodically, not all the time.
Again, it depends on what concept. The Poles.
Yes, Armano, I might have a Sunday dinner. If you don't know what that is, it's a roast. This is what a Sunday dinner is. Not advertising one bit.
It's just. Again, I don't know enough about it.
That is a Sunday dinner. It's like you can have chicken or beef with roast potatoes, roast vegetables, Yorkshire pudding. It's wicked. It's quite well. It's vaguely expensive here. Expensive compared to if you went to a supermarket. I do a nice Sunday dinner, but I'm never at home, so I have to make it a Monday dinner. And yes, Jeff, definitely. What I'll do in the group when you're all near an oven, even though I was accused of not being able to cook the other night, we can do it step by step together. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and it comes lovely. Archers and slimline. I am, unfortunately, yes. Jesus hasn't sent me a man. Yeah, I am a single. I know, a single drink or a double. I don't. You know what? I'm easy. That's not me looking for a boyfriend. I mean, I'm unfazed. But no, go on, I'll have a single because you work very hard for your money.
Right, anyway, I might stop this street. Are we going inside?
Doesn't believe in
None of
God.
the exact dates.
Is there any chairs? When you go in there, have a little shufti and tell us if there's any. No, I've already just smoked. I can come outside.
That kind of thing.
Anselm's argument. Okay, what I think, Sister Ciano girl, what I think is that Gödel's argument, which builds on Anselm's, is more sound. It's actually been proven. Gödel's like propositional calculus, the actual argument he makes has been proven logically, as in critical reasoning, whereas Anselm's is not quite tight enough for me. I hope that answers your question. Ontological arguments, everyone, is what we're talking about. And God's existence being proved by a set of premises. But Gödel's is the super axiom. Yeah, I know, Holy sort of like sometimes the words come out, but my brain doesn't like kick in. I meant easy as in unfazed by decision-making processes. Like easy to please, not easy as in sleazy. Oh, right. So I better... Now I'm getting left. It's all right, babes. It's all right. I got it on lockdown. The men who have been in my life, unfortunately, have not appreciated. Not the easiest person to argue with because I keep winning. And they don't seem to appreciate that. Lee Alec, anytime, babes. I think your hand was stuck on the on the send button. Right, I'm going to let you all go. Not that I don't love you or spending time with you. I've gone all cockney because I'm quite tired now. Yeah, but I'm going to let you go anyway. Let you go, meaning say ta-ta, TTFN. Thank you, David Brachetto. Thank you, Armana. Thank you, Daffyd. Thank you, anyone I haven't thanked. Thanks for sticking with me and praying for me and all the good stuff. I do really genuinely appreciate it. Like sometimes I'm at home and I think, I love them people. Let me do a stream. And I haven't been streaming much lately because I have had some little heartbreak situations, like, you know, and the bereavement stuff and everything, but doesn't mean I'm not thinking of you. And when I put the old videos up, I like it because they're going on my new channel and I get to be in the live chat. So sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes sense. Love that vibe. Like I'm enjoying my own videos, which sounds a bit weird, but yeah. All right, so John McDermott, you're big in the game. And Dragon, obviously. And yeah. Asafort, prayers, and yesterday I was praying for the bereaved and the broken. I guess this evening I'll pray for the broken-hearted and the bereft of spirit, because I'm sticking with the B's for a minute. I've already done the A's. So anyway, God bless you. I'm going to press the first button, and then I'm going to get into my drink, and lots of love. And I'm going to come with a video, definitely tomorrow, about how to get in touch with the persecuted church, and we're all going to do it together, and it's going to make you feel all good and Christmassy and nice, and hopefully you'll be blessed. Well, you're blessed anyway, but you'll be blessed. All right, God bless you and keep you until I speak to you again. Lots of love, genuinely lots of love, and please love each other. Please, like, just love people, because you don't know, you don't know how long anyone's got on this planet, and why make it horrible? Let's just all be loving, even though it's painful. And then maybe I can't love myself one day, but you can love me and I can love you, and it's all good. All right, lots of love. And thank you to all my admins, and thank you to all my viewers. God bless. Bye.